If you are like most of us, you struggle with going from point A to point B. Sometimes there are just too many uncertainties and questions for me to take that next step. Well, in this quick coaching video, we are going to tackle that struggle with practical steps that help us move to the next level. In this video specifically, we're going to look at disciplined dating. Now hang in there with me, I'm not giving dating and relationship advice. Instead, we are going to explore 3 facts about our discipline in relationship to our effort. Dating is building relationships. Whether we are married and dating our spouse, or we are single and dating, it's all about building and developing and cultivating relationships. So discipline should be dating and building a relationship with our effort, not our emotions. Why? Because effort is energy and it is intentional. Emotions are feelings and they're circumstantial. So it's important that our discipline is building that relationship with our efforts instead of our feelings and our circumstances. Discipline fact number 1. There is no such thing as accidental achievement. We have to apply the effort if we want to get somewhere, if we want to increase that discipline capacity. It is going to require some energy out of us. What can we do to manage our energy? When do we need to be at our best? Is there something in our daily routine or in our schedule that we need to say no to? Something that maybe we need to even delegate to someone else? Because it is draining our energy and not allowing us to be our very best when we need to be. Discipline fact number 2, everything worthwhile is uphill. Now, downhill is easier and faster, but it's worthwhile going uphill. No one can push you uphill. No one can carry you uphill. Going uphill, climbing uphill is going to require effort from you. Now, evaluate your mindset. What is your focus on this climbing? If you have set a goal, you want to be at the top of that hill, you are looking at that point, but is your mindset thinking, what am I going through? Or is your mindset, what am I going to? Because sometimes if we're climbing that hill, we may be focusing on, oh, there's obstacles, there's a narrow path, it's going to require a lot of energy out of me, and it's very draining to climb. Well, if we are looking at that, the chances are we're not going to get to the top of that hill. We don't see the worthiness of reaching the top. Instead, our mindset can be, what are we going to? Looking at that very top and keeping that at the top of our mind is what will help us with the pain and the days that we don't want to do it. We can apply our energy and our effort when we're thinking of where we're going to. I have a coworker who is training for a 10K right now. Now, she is not a runner to where she loves running and she's excited about this journey and she knows it's going to have pain. But do you know what she is focusing on? That finish line of that 10K. That is what is keeping her going. So she may work late nights and then have to go for a run to train for the 10K. But she has to push through the pain knowing that that finish line is right around the corner. So you do have to push through the pain. You do have to put forth that effort and energy and be intentional at climbing uphill. Why? Because everything worthwhile is uphill. Discipline fact number 3. Discipline is developed, not given. We have to develop our discipline. And consistency compounds, which is great. The more consistency we apply towards this discipline, the more we develop in this area. Then it becomes more of a habit and less of an energy, effort, intentionality. It just becomes part of who we are because that consistency compounds, that discipline has been developed. Take responsibility for developing your discipline. Don't make excuses. And it may go back to that energy management as far as where are you applying your energy. Instead of saying, well, I don't have time to do that or to work towards that, then maybe look at, well, where am I putting my energy? Is there something I should remove from my schedule? So take responsibility and ownership for developing the discipline instead of making the excuses. The other thing you can do is celebrate. Schedule celebrations along the way. Now that coworker I was talking about, she's been training hard and she is on her way to that 10K. But you know what we did last weekend? We went and had a big burger and some fries. And it was great, but it was her celebration after her 4-mile run that she is working towards in training towards that 10K. We paused and celebrated with just some yummies. So make sure you schedule that celebration, because along the way, that will help and keep going with that discipline. Before we review the 3 facts, ask yourself, do I need to get back on the wagon? Do I need to get back on board? Was there something I was working towards, some hill I was climbing, and maybe I jumped off? Now's the time. Go ahead and apply that effort. Build that relationship with discipline and effort, and not discipline with your emotions. Fact number 1, there is no such thing as accidental achievement. Fact number 2, everything worthwhile is uphill. And fact number 3, discipline is developed, not given. Keep climbing, my friends. I know you can do it, and I know you can make it to that next level, because I believe in you.